Hi, I'm Kyle Frederick,
Hi, I'm Emmett Frederick.
and my wife's Desmond is behind the camera, and we're the Frederick family. Um, Today we have a how-to video for you. This is a Hoover hive, and we're brand new to beekeeping. We're brand new to learning about hives and stuff, so we just wanted to start a YouTube channel so that you guys could follow along our journey with us and get to know us a little better and learn a little bit about bees in the meantime. Um, we just saw this beekeeping thing on a TV show that we watched together and decided that it would be fun to learn together. And so my son, Emmett, he's always wanted to have a YouTube channel. And this seems like a pretty good subject to start that on. So here we go. So what we have here is a Hoover hive, like I've said. And I just saw this Hoover hive. It's a Langstroth tin frame Hoover hive with a medium super. And I saw this style of hive on another beekeeping video, YouTube channel. It's called Beekeeping Made Simple. And so this thing ships with basically everything you need to get started. This is a complete bottom brood chamber. It's got the bottom frame, I guess it's called, I can't remember. And you got the top cap on it. And then you've got this part here. Can't remember what that's called either. But then it comes with a bunch of frames that you have to assemble with foundation. And so we put together some of those last night already. We'll show you how to do it here in a minute. But what is this plastic stuff covered with, Emmett?
The plastic stuff is covered with wax because bees are more familiar with wax.
Yep. They don't like plastic apparently. And so they're more likely to get comfortable and do their thing when the foundations or anything on this hive is made with or covered with wax. So you'll find that everything's covered in wax. It's really pleasing to the eye. It's really nice smelling. And so this right here is the second brood box that'll go in the middle on top of this bottom brood box. And we'll show you how to put that together real quick. It's real simple. It did not come with wood glue or a drill. We're using a drill, a power drill here. You want to show them?
Yeah.
And then we also have a nail gun, and that makes it really easy to put together the frames. The drill, it's got pre-drilled holes so that you can put it together. It fits together really nice. I think they recommend using wood glue for it, but honestly I don't see why you need the wood glue, because the bees, they're going to patch up all the little areas in the hive anyway. So according to books and different YouTube channels and stuff. So comes with enough frames to frame out all three sections: the bottom brood, the middle brood, and the top medium super. So these will be for the brood chambers. These are the foundations for the brood chambers, and then these are for the super up top. Comes with a queen excluder so that you can separate your queen from the super box, I guess. And then this little device here helps keep rodents out of your bee box in the fall and winter so they're not robbing your bees. There's a bunch of these popsicle looking deals that are part of the frame process, and those go around the foundations that I showed you. And you can buy these assembled on Amazon. I think they're like $100, or yeah, $100 for 100 already assembled ones. So yep, that's all the stuff that came with it. like I said, it looks great, smells great in the house, and yeah, comes with all of the hardware too. So you don't need any hardware. You do need a few tools, but other than that, it's really nice, and can't wait to get started with you.
And also the inside the bee box, there's supposed to be 10 of those black frames.
Yep, 10 frames. It's a 10 frame Langstroth hive.
So if you have 9, you gotta add in one more.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're just finishing up gluing the inside of some of these joints so that you didn't have to watch us do that whole part. And we're going to put these things together. They're really easy to put together. You can just squeeze them together pretty much. Emmett, you want to hold that one?
Yep.
Okay, make sure the handle side is down. Hold it down here for me. So every one of these little dovetails just fits right into the other one. And then you can just kind of squeeze them together. Now I imagine it would probably be pretty easy to get a rubber mallet and kind of pound these things into each other, but it looks like they could split pretty easy, and you obviously don't want to have that happening, because hopefully your hive will last for a long time, and if you start splitting it right off the bat, you're going to be in trouble. It does take a little bit of man strength to get these things in. I don't know if Emmett could do it, so if you have an old man in your house, you can probably accomplish it a little faster. I'm 40, so I qualify.
And you probably would want a rubber mallet, since you see my dad is very strong, but he's even kind of struggling.
All right, got all these joints fit in together, and you can see, like, I had to push pretty hard to get these in. We do have them glued, so they should set up overnight. Oh, yeah. You're going to have glue on the outside. Go ahead and take a paper towel and just clean them up. It's a good idea to do this a couple weeks before you get your bees, because apparently bees have very sensitive noses and they do not like the smell of glues and paint. So if you're going to paint your hive, which we're not going to paint this one, then you need to get your hive early enough to where you can have that all done before you get your bees and shake them in. So this is the medium brood, and it'll just go right in here. See, we've already got our bottom brood with all the frames in it. It's got nice little handles built into it already. So at first, when you first get your bees, you'll shake them into this bottom one. You'll have the top cap on it, and it'll take them a while to build up apparently. So we're just building this so you can see it in case you wanted to buy one just like us. But so yeah, you'll leave your bees out of the package in this bottom chamber, and you'll just leave them there until they start building up in numbers and putting together some more brood and honey and, I don't know, maybe pollen in this bottom brood chamber. Then you can add on your second brood box, okay? But just wanted to give you a little demonstration on how easy it is to put it together. Maybe I didn't make that look easy, maybe I made it look hard, but you know, it only takes a minute. We have pre-drilled holes here, like I said, and so, you know, after the video's done, we'll drill those in there and they'll be completely done. I'm going to squeeze these ones together real quick. And you want to grab this?
Sure.
This is your top super. I don't think you have to use the word top with it, but this is the super. After your bees have filled up the 2 brood boxes, you use the super to put up top, and that's where your bees are going to start storing excess honey, I guess. I think it might be like when the hive is really starting to hum along and the pollination period is really going crazy. That's when you put the top super on, okay? And one thing to keep in mind, you know, the handles, you want to keep them so that they're all facing the same way. Everything fits in better that way. You don't want to have, apparently these things get pretty heavy once they're laden with honey, and so you don't want to have it so that you can't pick it up using one of the handles. So I might have to whack that one with a rubber mallet a little bit.
And also you can know if it's the super because the super walls are way shorter than the normal walls. And also make sure you don't put the super in the middle.
Alright.
There's some glue right here. And there's...
Alright, so just like that, the super is done. And like Emmett was saying, you can tell it's the super because it's a little bit less deep than the deep boxes. This is a medium super. I just saw that it was recommended for our area of the United States. They make smaller top supers, and we picked the medium because that's what was recommended. So this thing's pretty much done. In a second here we're going to do a frame for you. Frames are real simple, but we just wanted to show you how easy it was to put it together. And can see there's a little landing strip here for them. That's not the technical name for it, but sounds good for bees. They fly. So here's the reduced hole for when you first put your bees in. There's another option here. You can see it's kind of cut out. When the bees are busy and they're able to protect the hive better, you can rotate this little strip down here around and you can have a more open entrance for the bees. So this is what it'll look like sitting out in the yard. Let's put together a frame for you guys.
And this is basically just a little porch for the bees.
A little bee porch.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you'll see that some of these are a little different. Some of these are a little different shapes and stuff. You'll be able to figure it out pretty easy. The top bar is going to be just a little thicker than the bottom bar. And they're all cut out with a little groove in the middle. That's where the foundation fits into. So what I did last night is I just glued up these gaps a little bit, and it doesn't take much. I mean, we're going to nail them together. The glue, it'll set overnight, and then you can hang your frames in your brand new hive. Alright, so we're making, they make shorter ones for the supers. These ones are for the deeps. So these are a little longer. You'll see the side posts, they'll be a little bit different size. So if you start putting them together and they're a little funky, you'll know why. It'll be obvious to you.
And make sure to put the black before the top, because last night my dad put the top before the black and it was kind of hard to put it together then.
This one really doesn't seem like it's going to work.
We still have the nails to do.
Alright, so that slides right in there. And these fit together.
The black isn't all the way in yet.
This went a lot faster last night. Okay, you can get them all squeezed together like this and then put them in, but it is a little more complicated. They fit in here pretty snug. So, see if I can pop the frame out there. There we go. Alright, so you get it all secured. You can see it'll all fit together like that. And then these are 2-inch, 50 millimeter
Nails.
frame nails.
And warning, it will be loud.
If you don't have a frame nailer, that's alright. I've seen online that you can use a hammer. Probably just need a little hammer, because if you got a big hammer, you'll be putting a lot of pressure on these little thin pieces of wood. So there's a frame completed. Takes just a few minutes. And honestly, I made that look a lot harder than it was. It's not that hard. So this is the Hoover Hive. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really cool. And it was really easy to build, actually. So if you're not a tools guy like me, I'm not a tools guy. I'm not savvy at building stuff. It was really simple. Once you start digging in, it's really easy to go all the way up. So, all right, so it's getting close to the end of March, and we're about to order a package of bees to shake into our new hive. So it's going to be a few more weeks before we can do that, but we're going to have hopefully a new video of us doing that, shaking our new bees into our hive and putting a queen in there. And we'll hopefully just keep having more videos that will show you guys what we're doing, so you guys can help us along, and you guys can just see what we're doing. All right, well, subscribe to our channel, and the next one will probably look a little better and sound a little better and be a little more better prepared, but this was our first one, like I've said, so bye from the Frederick family.
And make sure to check out the show called Clarkson's Farm. It's really good.
It is really good.